Hello and welcome to the It's All About Missions video. This week we're going to go back to the Old Testament. We're going to be in Isaiah chapter number 6, a very familiar passage of scripture. Isaiah 6 verse number 8. I'm going to read that here. Isaiah 6 verse 8 says this. Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send, and who will go for us? Then said I, Here am I, send me. Here's Isaiah, and Isaiah here has the vision. He sees God. He sees God as holy and this awesome God and wonderful God, and really that holiness brings Isaiah to his knees and makes him realize, woe is me, I'm undone. I can't do this. I can't serve God. I am nobody because I am sinful. Because in the eyes of a holy God, we are sinful. But he looks at God and he sees how holy God is and how that God can only accept holiness, that God can only tolerate those that aren't sinful. And the only way for that is through the gospel of Jesus Christ to transform lives and to make it as like we never sinned in the eyes of God, that we take the place of, that Christ takes our place. He took our place on the cross. And God here is holy. We see him holy. And Isaiah says, woe is me, for I am undone. And then God was looking, he said, who can I send? Who will go for me? Isaiah could easily said, oh, woe is me, I can't do this. I can't. I'm sinful, not perfect. But because he saw how holy God is, and he saw that there was a need for somebody to go and to declare the righteousness of God, to go and declare the message of salvation to the people of Israel, he said, I'll go. He says, here am I, send me. And as Christians, we should be looking at our God and realize that we serve a holy God. He cannot tolerate sin. Because he cannot tolerate sin, then there is punishment for sin. That punishment is death in hell. Because of the holiness of God, that should motivate us to say, people are dying and going to hell unless we go and take the message of salvation to them. Because our God is holy. Because we serve a holy God. We serve a God who cannot tolerate sin. But we look at our God and see how holy he is and say, wow, I am undone, I am unclean, I am not perfect, but Christ saved me. And because he saved me, my sins are forgiven. God doesn't see my sins anymore. And I'm no longer a sinner, I am a saint. But you know, the world is filled with lots of sinful people. And they're headed straight towards hell. And many of them have never heard the gospel one time. And if they're going to stand before a holy God, and God will send them to hell because of their sin. We need to be going and warning and sharing the gospel, letting them know. We need to be like Isaiah and say, God, here am I, send me. God, I will go. I will take that message of salvation to the ends of the earth. I will let people know about your holiness and about your goodness and about your love. I think many times Christians, we sit back and instead of saying, here am I, send me, we say, who else would go? God's looking and saying, I need someone to go. And we're looking around saying, okay, who can we find? I'm going to find someone else to send. But why don't we be like Isaiah and say, you know, God, here am I, send me. Be willing to say, God, if you want me to go, I will go. That doesn't mean necessarily God will call you missions, but you should be willing and struggle and say, okay, God, if you want me to be a missionary, I will do that. I'm going to do everything I can to try to become a missionary and to get the gospel to a lost and dying world. Lord, if you don't want me to go, then I need you to show me that I need to stay. Because there are 7.6 billion people in this world, and they don't know about our holy God. They don't know, most of them don't know how good our God is, but also know that there's punishment for their sin. We need to be like Isaiah and say, you know, Lord, here am I, send me. I will go to the end of the earth. I will take the gospel, and I will declare your holiness and righteousness and your goodness to all the earth. I want to challenge you to have that mindset. Here am I, send me. And let's live our lives and do everything we can to see the world reach the gospel in this generation. Thank you for joining us on It's All About Missions. And if we'd like for you to go and to like the video you just watched, but also if you could do us a favor and subscribe to our channel, this will help you know when we post new videos and new things and new content here that you can follow and you can watch. One other thing to note here, as you can see, we've got the opportunity for you to go back and watch previous Country of the Week, Country Spotlights here. You can go watch those. Or down here you can watch our most recent missions video, missions updates videos, and go to those. But thank you again for joining us. And please invite your friends to come and to watch these videos, and let's see the world reached with the gospel in this generation.